Hey traders, it's Dale here, back with another video. Today I'm coming at you on the pound Swiss franc cross pair, and I'm actually in the USA at the moment, so it's 1 a.m. here, and I believe London opens at 3 a.m. here. So it's pretty harsh if you're interested in looking for those London Open breakout kind of trades, but I'm a night person, so it doesn't really bother me that much. But I can see where the difficulty comes in for you guys that have got day jobs around this area. But let's talk about the setup here. I've got this inside day setup here that we've been discussing in the war room, and I haven't really taken any action yet, and that's basically because I avoid taking most of my breakout decisions. I completely kind of like remove them in the Asia session. You don't really want to take breakouts in the Asia session, give or take some maybe special circumstance. Maybe you've got some hot interest rate news or something like that, you could potentially catch a breakout, provided there's a price action signal to back that up. But I'm not encouraging news trading or anything like that. But that's really the only time that an Asia session breakout generally makes sense on an Asia-based currency pair like Australian dollar, New Zealand dollar, yen, stuff like that. But we're on the pound Swiss franc, and breaking it, like if this chart broke out in the Asia session, that'd be highly suspicious. So we just wait, and we wait till more towards the end of the Asia session, coming into London, even better after London, before we actually make any trading decisions. So we're pretty much at the end of the Asia session now, and what we've got here is this inside candle on the daily chart that's basically formed at a pretty interesting location here. So after the Brexit event, we've had this, huge drop, and we've found a weekly support here. Always going back to the weekly chart just to check my bearings here, and we don't really have much here, but we can sort of generally see that the market sort of spikes down around here and kind of finds some sort of support around here. We don't really have a clean level to work with. What we're really going off is the where am I going with this? Where when the previous market made a attempt to move down here, it made a low there, and it looks like the market's made another low there. So we potentially got like a double bottom effect happening here. So we'll go back to daily chart. So we've had a nice thrust up off that weekly sort of floor that we're forming here, and nice bullish movement. And bullish movement, I guess, for weekly support is to be expected. I mean, these weekly levels, if you're not watching them, you should be, because they do generate pretty strong price movements and reversals and such. We've also got this kind of squeeze pattern happening here. So we can see that weekly support, and now we've reached this other structure here, which is this declining trend line. We can see the market's been respecting that, and here we are again. Now the thing is with inside candles is they pop up everywhere. Traders have a lot of difficulty sort of distinguishing which ones are worth like trying to take the breakout from. The main tip I can really give you here is you really want to take the inside candles that form at key decision points for the market. If you can see that the market's got a big decision to make and an inside candle forms there, then generally, after the market sort of decides where it wants to go, it will kind of break out of that inside day. So here we have a decision point, because we've got this declining trend line that's been respected as resistance, and we've got a lot of bullish pressure going into that. So my bias here is I'm expecting a break to the high side. I'm not interested in shorting that actually. I'm looking to get long with this momentum and seeing like further continuation of this weekly floor here. Remember, going back to the weekly chart, these major reversals occur there. So I think this is just a bullish reversal in the making. The market's basically shown here that, any weakness that gets into that weekly level is pretty sharply rejected there. We can see a lot of buying pressure coming off out of that. Now the market's basically come back up, hit that declining trend line there, which is clearly defined. Okay, you don't need to sort of sit here and carefully match up highs on those or anything. It's right there. You can see it. Generally with trend lines, is you'll generally want 3 kind of anchor points. Don't try and make a trend line up out of 2 anchor points. That's not good enough. in my opinion. So we've got at least 1, 2, 3, 4, and here's our fifth test here. So we've got a pretty solid case here to say that that's a declining trend line. There's 5 anchor points there. And the more anchor points you actually get on these trend lines, the more significant they come. I'm not going to say stronger. That's not actually true, because the more times it's tested doesn't mean it becomes stronger. It just becomes more of a significant technical point on your chart there. So that's basically my analysis here for this market. So that's why I think that we've got the potential here for a decent inside day breakout to the upside here. Let me just place my order. I'm just going to use the convenience of my money management panel here. I've selected breakout entry, okay, which basically just sets an order buy stop at the high, risking 1,000 there. I would like to just quickly get 1 to 4 out of this. I'd be happy with that. I'm not quite sure how high this market could pop. It could potentially go to these highs up here and then stop there, but I think we've got enough room for 1 to 4 to be quite safe there. And that's it. So if I say execute long, that's it. It's done it for me. Nice and easy, isn't it? So now if we get a breakout, it's going to be more realistic, because it's kind of like pretty much nearly out of the Asia session there. If the market pops the high of that inside candle, then it's most likely going to continue on with a breakout. So we're going to get 2 things here. We're going to get an inside breakout, but we're also going to get this trend line structure breakout as well, which is forming this kind of like squeeze pattern here. So we're basically getting like a consolidation pattern breakout as well. And also another thing to point is that previous weekly candle there, very strong close there. So it's a very strong bullish week, really demonstrating the buying power of that weekly support that we're developing here also. So, this is basically my hypothesis here for a bullish breakout. So I'm going to give it a stab, and yeah, we'll come back in the next part of the video, and we'll see how I went. Hey guys, back here on the pound Swiss franc with a nice conclusion here. So this was a set and forget kind of trade. We can see that I got pretty lucky here to get hit there, because as you can see, the market just sort of had one little sort of spike left and pushed up and tapped my target, and now we're starting to get some upper tails on those candles there. So we had that nice, strong breakout momentum, and then we've sort of like flattened out up here and faded a bit. Market looks like it potentially could be correcting back, probably coming back to either the mean value, or it probably could come back and test that trend line there where the properties might reverse there, like old resistance may become new support. But we're out, so that was a nice, easy 1 to 4 trade. I know I post a lot of videos there with spectacular swing trades, but sometimes just grabbing a nice 1 to 4 like that is all you need. The takeaways from this video are, because I know a lot of you guys struggle with inside candles, inside bars. It's something that is, I think, a little oversimplified. Get the inside candle, trade the break of the high or low. Do that with every inside candle that pops up on your chart. You're going to be basically finished. You'll wipe your account out like that, because you got to remember inside candles will also naturally form as a part of market consolidation, as we've got around here. My battle station marks the inside candles yellow. So remember if you're going to trade an inside day breakout, you've got to pick those inside candles that form important points on the chart. Yeah, that's it from me this week. I hope you enjoyed the video. I hope there was some helpful tips here. If you would like to learn more about these kind of breakout trades or swing trades, don't forget to subscribe to the channel. If you subscribe, then YouTube will let you know when I put up more videos if you enjoy them. And you can come over to the website if you like, and check out my other articles and things like that, more about how I'm trading. And yeah, I hope to see you around on the site, and good luck with your trading this week.